I think there's that saying, culture eats strategy for breakfast. I think culture also potentially eats process for breakfast. And again, there's quite a lot of studies around this as to kind of startup organizations which are most likely to succeed, those that are process driven versus those that are culture driven versus those that are driven by autocrats. And actually, it's been proven the focused organizations tend to be the most successful. And that kind of makes sense to me, actually, because I think if you have a great organizational strategy for how you're going to take the company forwards, but you've got a terrible company culture, it's probably going to fail. And yet, actually, even a reasonably average strategy with an amazing company culture can still lead to great outcomes. So I think culture is super important. And if that is important, then how do you create culture? And there's a couple of things. I guess culture is typically described as how things get done around here.
Mm.
So how can you codify and formalize that? And the way that we do that with organizations is we try and understand and capture and formalize and document how does the organization act and behave on its best day?
Yeah.
When everyone's working together and firing on all cylinders, what are the values and behaviors that they exhibit that is the organization on their best day? And then often what you'll try and add in is some aspirational elements and potentially some values or behaviors that will take you towards the strategies that you're trying to achieve. If you're going to ask me to describe what Perfect Storm's culture was and how we behave on our best days, we talk about kind of 3 mantras that would hopefully kind of very quickly describe and codify the culture that we seek to build. And the first one is we employ people that are radiators, not drains. We want people that bring energy to situations, not those that drain and suck energy out of situations. If you're a creative business, positivity and radiating kind of belief and enthusiasm is so important to creativity. The second thing is we employ drivers, not passengers. People that take responsibility and ownership and drive things forward, not passengers. As the saying goes, there's those that make things happen, those that watch things happen, and those that wonder what happened. And the third thing is take your work seriously, yourself a lot less so. And so hopefully sort of creating an organization where we're serious about high performance and standards, but equally that's low ego and that isn't hierarchical. And where everyone feels they can have a bit of banter, be honest with each other and challenge each other in constructive ways.